guys, I'm in with Arkansas Dream Show. Thank you so much for watching. Today I am in Pine Bluff, Arkansas with
Michael Rogers. How you doing?
Hi Michael. I really like your outfit. This is like special.
Oh yeah, thank
right?
you.
Awesome. And we're here on Saracen Landing, right?
Regional Park. It's further
Regional
around.
Park. Yeah, very, very beautiful. And I just wanted to say hello to Johnny because this is how we met.
Yeah.
Say hello to Johnny.
Hi, Joni.
Yes, we met through Johnny Alexandra, and I was very, very inspired by your story. And we just want to ask you, tell us about yourself.
Well, my name is Michael Rogers. I'm from Pine Bluff.
Yes.
And I took hiatus from Pine Bluff for about 22 and a half years, courtesy of the federal government. And I came home 2016.
Welcome home.
And since that time, I've been trying to get my life together as well as trying to be involved in my community as much as I can via the social network until I can get out there actively in the streets, which is what my goal is, to try to build something more positive than what I was building when I left the streets. So
yes.
that's what my function is.
And I do see how involved you are, and then you bring in awareness to important causes. What are you the most passionate about right now? There's a lot of things going on in Pine Bluff, but if you could say a few things.
Well, I guess overall, the youth and the direction they're going in. And,
okay, that's good.
You know, I think that's what the focus needs to be. Right now, we need to focus more on the next generation. We haven't lost this generation, but this generation seems to be losing itself. So we have to try to, it's like you got children right now and they're all tied to a chain. And as some go over the cliff, they're bringing the rest of them with them. So what we have to do is try to disconnect them from one another in ways whereas if some choose to jump over a cliff, they won't take all the rest with them. So I'm trying to figure out how to come up with a solution to separate those who want to be saved from those who don't want to be saved until we can find a solution to bring everybody home.
Wow.
But we can't keep focusing on those who just want to run off. We have to try to find a way to save those who want to be saved first.
Yeah. Look at this, you guys. Christmas is coming. That's good.
I got to get ready to put up the Christmas tree lights.
Yeah, we do have, wow, a lot of non-profits for the youth in Pine Bluff. So maybe you could collaborate with Johnny, for example. She has a non-profit for the youth, so that's good. So what do you think about Pine Bluff right now? It's going through some good changes.
Pine Bluff got a lot of life in it. We have some dead people, but we got a lot of life.
Yes.
I just think that we have to stay focused and keep moving in the direction that we're moving in.
Yes.
And give more credit to the mothers, fathers, the preachers.
Yes.
People think that preachers are the problem, but a lot of times we don't take into the equation that preachers have flocks. And if each preacher is saving his flock, if each preacher is keeping his flock or her flock away from the streets and drugs and violence, then those are the ones we don't have to worry about. So everybody is playing their role. If each mother, if each father can keep their children in the house, we don't have to worry about them. So everybody got a role to play. Rosters call it each one teach one, each one reach one. So I think that we have to give more credit to those who are doing a good job and support them in ways to help them and stop criticizing and trying to find fault between one another. We have a lot of people on social media that looks to find that which divides us more so than that which unites us. And I think us being united is the key to us uniting our city and moving forward.
Yes, be united, you guys. That is a good point. I love that. And I know that Pine Bluff is going through some challenges when it comes to crime. And what is your opinion on how the city is handling the situation? We do have a watchtower now, so whoop, whoop, that's a good thing. I like that.
Well, crime is not unique to Pine Bluff.
Okay.
Crime is everywhere. I mean, this country as a whole is just out of control. And what we're trying to accomplish in Pine Bluff to fight crime is trying to be accomplished all over the country.
Okay. That's a good
We
point.
have to look at it though from the perspective that we're not losing as bad as we think we are. We're actually winning when you take into the total equation all the children. We lose 17, and anytime we lose one, that's too many. But we're saving hundreds. We're saving thousands.
You're so
So let's
positive.
focus
I love
on the thousands that we're saving. Let's be thankful to God that all of them not died.
that. Not all. Yeah.
All of them are not going to the wayside.
Good.
Let's be thankful to God, the preachers, the activists, and everybody who's reaching out and trying to make a difference. Let's be thankful to them, the fathers, whoever. Because as many children as we're saving, we should be grateful. Because it could be a lot worse. Now, those children that are dying, I hate it. Because I love my young brothers, especially those who I know have followed the path that I took and may end up either in prison or in jail because they are involved in activities that going to lead them that way. There are no other ways around it. If you're involved in criminal activities, it's either jail or hell. There's no other solution, no other way out unless you just quit. And some people have enough strength to quit, and some people don't. I was in there for as long as I was in there, and when I come home, I didn't come home with the attitude that a lot of my brothers come home with, whereas when they come home, they feel like the city owed me because they locked me up, they took my freedom.
So
Now,
what is your attitude? What attitude do you have, and what attitude should people have that get out of, come home?
Well, like I said, a lot of people come home with the attitude that they got to pay them back for how they done them, for being locked up. Now they owe me, so they come home. And our idea of getting even with the government or getting even with those who locked us up is to come home and get involved back into the criminal activities that we were once involved in. So in order to get back at the people who locked us up, we come back home and start to punish the same people who loved us. Because we come home and start doing the same thing again and putting them through the same hell and worry that we put them through before we got locked up.
Yeah, so what do we need to do? Just as you say, support one another, unite, and support the leaders and help them versus criticizing them, right? And be grateful for them, you said.
Yeah, I think that we should just develop a more positive attitude toward life as a whole.
Yeah, we're going to turn around.
I mean, I know we having problems. Problems are everywhere. But I think that we don't give God enough credit. We don't give God enough credit for the things that he do. And because the devil has the media, he projects everything that he do, and it get blowed all up. And so we see his works. But when somebody saves a child, when somebody does something right, we don't see that. We don't appreciate that.
Yeah, we got to talk about that. We need to bring up those stories, not the bad story. I mean, not the bad stories.
Yeah, we got to give people more credit for what they do. There was a brother once, One Way Dre Turner. He's a brother on my social media page. I think he had saved someone that had went off the road a couple years ago. And that brother didn't live a life akin to mine. But when One Way Dre saved somebody, instead of holding them up as a poster child of what people who you may think are no good can do or will do, because this brother jumped into the water where the car had been submerged where others wouldn't jump.
Ooh.
And so he did that. That shows you this man cares about life.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he's someone who is streetwise and considered gangster. And then there are other brothers out there that do the same thing. They care about life.
Yeah.
But they don't care about taking a life either, because they live by certain rules that governs them. And what we have to do is find out how to implement those rules they live by into the rules of society and make them compatible to one another.
Okay, so this is very deep. I got a little confused. Okay, I just want to show you what Christmas things. So you're talking about people that make bad decisions, right? But then at the same time, you say they're not that bad because they will save a life. Is that what you're saying?
The people in Pine Bluff that's at war with each other,
Okay.
they're fighting each other
Okay.
because they are at war with each other. They have beef that are no different than the beef between our military and other countries.
Ooh,
They feel like they're soldiers, just like the soldiers who are fighting in the American uniform feel like they're soldiers. Except these brother soldiers are red. Their colors are red, blue. They may be Crips, Blood, GDs, Vice Lord, whatever they are. These are the colors they're willing to die for. And they have the same spirit of battle that our soldiers for the country have. And it may sound crazy, But they're fighting for a cause that means more to them than the cause of someone who's willing to die for corporate oil in Iraq.
Okay, so this is like very deep right here. So you're talking about these people and they fighting right here in Pine Bluff, and you're saying that to fix that we need to understand their rules. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that we have to understand why they're fighting. See,
Okay.
Pine Bluff,
And
And-
why
and-
are they fighting?
they're fighting for something that they believe in. Whether it's something that makes us say, wow, that ain't worth fighting for, to them it matters. You know, if they're fighting because I'm a Crip and you're a Blood, and once one of us get killed, then that creates anger and hostility to the point to where we have to retaliate. I'm saying it's not right.
So when
And I'm not trying to justify it. I'm simply saying that to these soldiers, their fight is just as valid as the fight that Donald Trump is trying to start around the world.
but even if I understand them, I'm not gonna excuse them.
No. We don't
So-
excuse them. What I was saying is that
Yeah.
we have to try to bring them into the fold, because that same loyalty, that same respect, that same willingness to engage that they have for one another, they also have for their children.
So we gotta involve them in
We
the
have to
committee?
make them realize that it's greater to be a parent and loyal to your woman and your child than it is to be a gangster and loyal to
Oh.
men who not going to even send you money when you go to prison.
Wow,
Loyal
that's
to
like-
men who going to try to get with your girl once you go to jail.
That is,
Loyal
like,
to men who
complicated.
don't care about you. Because while you're here, you're a soldier and you're an asset, so we got numbers and they love you. But when you're gone, they don't send you money when you're in jail.
Yeah. Well, this is like complicated. Have you tried to reach out to some of the people that may cause trouble in Pine Bluff?
I got an eclectic group of friends.
Okay.
I reach out to them every day when I post on social media. They don't a lot of time respond,
Okay.
but I got brothers on my social media page that I involved in some of everything.
Yeah.
And I know brothers who are involved in some of everything. So
That's good.
I reach out to them every day by trying to set an example. Look, bro, I did that. And I'm here. And I'm trying. So it's
Oh.
not impossible that we can go in there and come back here and make a difference. And I know a lot of brothers who have went in there, come home and are making a difference. Brother Jihad Muhammad,
Okay.
making a difference. Good brother. You know,
Wow.
there are a lot of other young brothers in Pine Bluff that are doing things like Casino Wembley, John James Jr. These brothers got voices. They're reaching out, but we don't hear from these people. We don't know what they're doing because they don't hit the front pages of the commercial.
Oh,
But there's a lot of young brothers out there. My young brother that just got out, Tuckzilla.
okay.
That's what we call it. But he's reaching out. And I know these people. I know they're out there. I got friends, I know, and I'm trying to get myself together. Because once I get myself together, I'm reaching out to these people and everybody else.
That's so good. And so you just wanna be heard, you wanna make a difference, and you want to hear other people, you wanna help them to make a difference. And you also help them, you want to help them to move forward and not to go back to the mistakes that
We have to create, you know, there's a lot of empty, we have a lot of city properties.
okay.
One thing that's most important to a lot of these young cats out here, older cats too, is loyalty.
How you call them?
Young cats.
Cats. Okay, all right. You're
Older
gonna
cats
teach.
too.
You're
They're like-
gonna teach you some slang. Okay, cool.
What's important to them is loyalty. That's one thing that's always been important in our community, is loyalty.
So do you think we have enough loyalty in Pine Bluff?
Well, I'm saying that loyalty from the street level and loyalty in the political sense is two different things.
Okay.
Loyalty from the street level means that I can trust you, that you're not going to betray me, you're willing to die for me like I'm willing to die for you.
But then
And
if
when
you
we-
are not gonna do anything bad, there will be no reason
That's
for
why I
me
say
to stand up
that's
for
why I
you.
say it's a loyalty on the street level and loyalty on the other level. And now they have accepted and embraced a term called real N-words. And so this defines them as someone that is loyal. But just because they say they're loyal, they don't get tested until trouble arrives. When it's time to go to court, when it's time to do something to prove that you're loyal. And then that disloyalty, because of the betrayal of it, it can make a person who trusted you so angry that they can hurt you. But I'm saying that we have to learn how to use that loyalty, which is also applies to these young brothers' children, because they love their kids.
So maybe we could have campaigns like
We need,
Pine Bluff is loyal to you
no,
or something.
I'm saying Pine Bluff. I'm saying that we have to. What I'm trying to say is that we have to try to infiltrate this mindset.
Okay.
Use that, which are the strengths of these young brothers, for the betterment of them, instead of them using it to the detriment of themselves. Like I'm saying, loyalty. The reason they love, in my opinion, we love dogs, we love children. Because dogs and children are loyal. Children to young brothers, they love their kids. They love to be around them, they love to see them play, and this is where their joy is, because they can say, that's my child. I love him because I know that child loves me. That child right there is dependent on me.
Okay.
And they want that responsibility.
Oh.
And dogs are the same way. This is my dog. He ain't gonna run off. He ain't gonna leave me. He gonna fight with me. So I'm saying that what we have to do now is find a way to make better parents of them by giving them some assets to help them be better parents. All these empty houses, say, brother, y'all need a house, we're gonna move you over here. You can have this house. You can be a father. We're gonna help you find a job, but what we want you to do is help us take care of this blighted community. These are your properties to maintain every week. So we give them jobs and responsibilities, even if it's nothing but you cut this lot twice a week or twice a month.
Ooh, that's a
lot.
good idea. I've actually heard about it, and I don't remember the city name, but they employed a lot of homeless people, and they gave them jobs to clean the city. And then those homeless people turn them around. So I've heard about that. Some cities actually do that.
And
so that's a good idea.
It's possible. It's feasible. People, we can't just, I mean, look, people are always talking about, we're going to go out and we're going to change the communities. We're going to get rid of all the blight. We're going to upgrade the houses, upgrade the people, and the people upgrade the houses themselves.
That's so good. I love that point. That is so good.
It's so simple that it can easily be overlooked.
Yeah.
But if you make me feel better about myself, then when I look at my house with trash stored out front, I'll be like, wow, I need to clean this up.
Yeah.
Because now I feel better about myself. I want to live in better conditions.
Wow. Wow. I am so speechless. Like, that's a good point, you guys. So we need to help those people to rehabilitate and help them to understand that no one's against them.
Yeah.
You know,
And then
we love them, we accept them.
And I mean, we can't just embrace everything, because for some of these guys may not can be reached. Some of them are stone cold, heartless individuals, and they live that way.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of brothers, and I'm telling you, I did time with them, and I know some of these cats personally. They want other than what they're doing.
But as you say, we gotta focus on those that will hear, right? There is always hope.
Yeah.
And I want to ask you, what do you think about the future of Pine Bluff and what direction it's going to?
I like what the mayor doing with the Go Forward. I like what Joni Alexander is doing. I like what Vivian Flowers is doing. I like the fact that Ivan Whitfield, who I know to be someone who's about his business, is on the city council now. Somebody that people know that they can call. Stephen Mays. These are people that people know by first name. They can call them. Now, if you got to have people that's accessible to you. And so these are just some names that I can mention that people can call and say, man, I got a problem over here. Yeah. And then they can call somebody. These connections, we don't have the connections. But Pine Bluff seems to be on a good path. What we have to do in Pine Bluff, another thing, create more heroes. We don't have heroes in Pine Bluff. I'm talking about in a sense to whereas, like I've mentioned, one wage Ray Turner. He should have been a poster child, a hero. Someone who did something that made him different in the eyes of the people around him, and then maybe he would have acted different, which he's not a bad guy, but I'm saying maybe he would have took more responsibility, you know, to live up to the standards that we could have raised him to. And we have a lot of mothers who have lost children. We have to create our own mothers of the movement. Bring these mothers together, because the mothers can heal the city. If we got mothers from a both, I got a mother whose son killed this mother's son, but they're sitting across from each other and having a conversation. They done forgave each other, and they done became friends because they're prayer partners. That makes a difference, because now when we bring the mothers together, we can hopefully bring the children together.
Wow.
Because when mama cry, somebody die.
Okay, we're just gonna switch you because the camera on this side. Okay. Wow, that's a good point,
So,
you guys.
I mean,
Bringing mothers together.
We have, what, 5 mothers? The mothers of I can't name them all, but they got Mothers of the Movement, Trayvon Martin, Mother, and a few other mothers. They all get together and they travel all over the country.
That's good.
We create our own Mothers of the Movement, mothers who have lost children, mothers whose children have taken lives. Because in a sense, they both lost children. We bring these mothers together and we parade them around as voices to the youth. Let them talk about their pains. Let them talk about what their losses are. And maybe the children will listen more to a mother. We have to create these kind of heroes or these sheroes or these icons, people that people can look to and say, wow.
Well, I hope I can be an icon one day, or you can be an icon one day. So, but that's a good point, you guys. I have not thought about that point about bringing mothers together. That's good. And fathers. And also, we do have some events like Coffee with Chiefs. They do sometimes bring up, you know, law enforcement heroes that they did something. And also the city sometimes does like proclamations and stuff. So we do that, but I feel like it's only like one day and then we forget about it. So I think what you're talking about is having something more permanent. So it will be on people's minds who to talk to when we need help. And there is hope to make a difference.
There's a lot of things that Pine Bluff can do, and I'm not just right now. Like I say, for the last 2 years, I've been working on me, trying to get myself together. I'm buying a house. I'm finally at the point where I'm caught up enough that I can start focusing on other things. I don't care about cars, so I don't really have to have a new car. But I had to get myself comfortable. I had to get my life together to the point where you got to have a place to lay your head and feel comfortable at. So now that that's done, I'm ready to start moving out and doing more things as far as reaching out. And I'm involved with Pastor Johnny Smith. We're talking about doing some things for the youth. And there's other people on Facebook that's why I'm on Facebook as much as I am as far as social media go, because people have to realize Facebook is social media, not anti-social media. So if social media is to build a society, Facebook becomes a society. So what we say on Facebook is important because it gives people an insight to who we are. So that when we ask them to do something, they can say, well, okay, let me see if his deeds matches his words. But, you know, Facebook to me is very important in the sense that it allows us to voice our opinions. And I think that our opinions matter, but we should take matter to what we say as far as what our opinions are.
Yeah, and we need to do what we say, not just say it.
Absolutely.
And how long have you been home?
I got home in officially June 10th, 2016.
Oh, so you are a baby to our community, but we welcome you and we thank you that you chose to make us your home, because you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here in Pine Bluff and you're making a difference. So we wish you best of luck as you grow personally and as you grow in your community work and your jobs. And we just want to thank you for your opinion today. It was very meaningful and insightful, and I hope everybody's going to watch it and share this video so you could help more people with your ideas and with your voice.
I hope so too, and I thank you for the opportunity, and I hope the next time you don't pick a day that's so hot.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
But we made it just for you guys. It's a sacrifice just for you. We talked about something important, so thank you.
Yeah, I thank you too.
All right, bye guys. Say bye.
All right, bye, Pine Bluff. Love you.